Howdy, I'm Dr. Duck, and today I'll be talking about the game NONEWORLD, a game developed by Millie Snowfall, who is kind enough to send me a copy of the game through my curator. They have also agreed to do a Q&A, which will be part of the second half of this video. I was very excited to start NONEWORLD when I first saw it pop up on my curator page. The store page makes it very obvious that the game was inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and that's something that I hold very dear to my heart, and I love things that are inspired by it. In NONEWORLD, you take control of a princess in a world that is majorly black and white, and you are fed bits and story here and there through cryptic means. As you venture forth, you find a cast of colorful different characters, and there are some battles mixed in here and there. I think the definite draw of the game is its storytelling and a visual art style. I haven't quite figured out what the story is about or what's going on, but I am going to do a second playthrough and try to piece everything together. That being said, the game is about 3 hours long, and it is definitely checking out. It will be releasing on June 21st, which is just a few days from now. Now, I did want to keep my thoughts on the game relatively short because it is a short experience and I would really want you to check it out for yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Q&A section of this video. The questions and the answers will appear on screen as such, and I will go over the questions and the answers and some of my thoughts. So for the first question, I asked about inspirations, other than the obvious that you can see from playing the game. And the developer answered with that it's an accumulation of their life experiences, their interactions with people, medias, and places that they've been, along with history and religions. Now, this is very great to hear because for me, I love a game that is from the heart. Something that is part of who you are and reflects that. Able to tell the player, this is who I am, this is what I experience. And next I asked, what are your expectations for the future? A sequel or more games that would share the same world? To which they responded that NONEWORLD is a part of a much larger story and universe, and commented that this was a very ambitious project and used pieces from other games or concepts that they had come up with. And then stating that there are at least 5 other titles that there would be in the story, which is very exciting, and I very much look forward to seeing more. Next, I asked, where did you come up with the name NONEWORLD? To which the response was that they took the name from the song NONEWORLD from an album titled 2 released by Mom, and said that they had requested permission to use the title after a brief conversation with a member of the band. And that is a very unique and new to me way of titling a game. I don't think I've heard of any other developer doing that. For my final question, I asked, is there anything specific you'd like your players to know about the game? Which the response boils down to, it's an accumulation of multiple playthroughs. The more you play through the game, the more you'll start to piece things together and notice things that you didn't see before. And it's something I enjoy, is having the encouragement to go back and try the game again and go from a different angle and observe things differently each time that you do so. Now, with all that said, I'm very grateful that the developer took the time to answer my questions, and very thoroughly and thoughtfully as well. The game should be out at the time of release of this video, and I highly encourage you checking it out. As per usual, links to the game are going to be in the description, along with a link to the developer's website, and I thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.